Tell me I'm late. Come on, ladies. I'm experimenting with my text. Y'all know what we're supposed to do.
Mr. Daddy.
Drink your water. What's going on with music? Drink your water. Lift your glass and 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 drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Take your breath and drink your water. 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 Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Move your body, drink your water. Move your body, drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Now the music messing up. Now lift your glass and toast your ancestors. 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 Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Y'all hear the skip in the music? Now lift your glass and drink your water. Now take your breath and drink some water. Now move your body, drink some water. And lift your glass and toast your ancestors. Drink, drink. Y'all hear that? Drink, drink. Drink, drink, drink. Great Nia, great Nia, great Nia family. Oh man, listen. A lot is going down. I had a great meeting last night. I had a great show last night. My Piscean sister, Lady J, called in. And it was a great show. I want to thank everybody that's showing support, because I'm telling y'all, we're moving into a new age, moving into a new time. I don't know what's going on with my music. I think I'm gonna have to do something with my computer. I don't know. But you know what? Drink your water. Drink, drink, drink. All right, come on, y'all know your rules. You got to drink your water. We can't take care of the ancestors. We ain't take care of ourselves. Go live with Naichi invite. Oh, is Naichi on? What's up, Naichi? How are you doing, brother? Alright. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. All right, family. Now remember, there's only 4 things you need to stay healthy. Only 4 things. That's proper breathing. Family, we're gonna do a show on that again, talking about breathing techniques. Breathing through the nose, stop the mouth breathing, right? Then also every now and then hold your breath, right? 2, drink water. Drink quality water. Put quality water in your body. Right now, I'm messing with some Virginia Artesian water now. So, now, step 1, A lot of breathing properly. Some people not getting enough air. Like when we sleep, we're not breathing properly. A lot of us are breathing through our mouth. And then some of us are taking in too much air. Let me say it again. Some of us are breathing too damn much. I'm just saying. Now, 2, drink proper water. Water helps lubricate the body. The water helps wash out poisons. The water helps energize you. Water is one of the things that bring that ashe into you, that power, that life force into you every day. So make sure you're drinking your water. All right. Next is culturally appropriate foods. Make sure that in your life, you have culturally appropriate foods. Now, for those of you of African heritage, the African heritage diet. There's certain small things that you can add in your life. You know what I'm saying? One of the things I use is coconut oil. Another thing I use is palm oil. I know people like the oils aren't good for you, but research on that. You know what I'm saying? Start adding beans and start adding a little bit more rice. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of stuff. A lot of greens. It's a whole bunch of stuff that you can start adding to your life to start making your life a little easier. And the last one is move. And I try to do all those with you in the song. You know what I'm saying? Take your water, take your breath and drink your water. Move your body, drink your water. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you know what I'm saying, family. Now, I'm experimenting with the text this morning. Hoping that some of y'all got the text. That's one of the reasons I'm running late. You know, but you know it is what it is. We grow. I'm getting responses to the text. I got most of the people are saying, text me when you go live. You know what I'm saying? So I'm setting it up in the morning, which means that Brother Kwame is going to win because I might have to start getting up at a regular time on the weekends and doing it. No, refusing that. As he called himself, the Black Yoda. I'm refusing that, Yoda. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? But I sent out the text this morning. If you got the text, throw some thumbs up. Let me know, please. All right. So last night we did tribal quotes. Well, first off, Navita, we're gonna have to sit down and talk because you came up in the meeting last night. Because of the whole movie piece and fundraising. I got the next text some 5 minutes ago, but I was on the Gye-Nyame Journey page and wasn't being made known you were on. I wasn't on yet. You know what I'm saying? I was late. That's not the page. That's not the text. That's me. I was late. So you know, we'll bring it together. It'll all come together because I got to get up and I got to set up the speaker. Then I got to set up the YouTube. Then I got to set up now I'm doing the Instagram. Then I got to set up the Facebook. So, you know, Miss Tiandra says, yes, brother, got the text. Thank you. So first, in order to take care of us, your village, and honor your ancestors. So get your rest on the weekend. See, Brother Kwame don't. Brother Kwame ain't on that. But hey, it is what it is. I'm serving of the people. So let's get it. You know, we're gonna work it out. We're gonna work it out. That's all it is. We had a powerful meeting last night. You know what I'm saying? The nation builder meeting. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, stuff is moving. Stuff is moving, and it's moving in a way where if I was younger doing this, I would surely fuck it up. Let me say it again. If I was younger doing this, I would surely fuck it up. It is now I'm understanding a little bit more on how some of my elders used to kind of pull me in. You know what I'm saying? Brother Tim, you ain't ready. 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 You know what I'm saying? What's crazy is they would tell me that I wasn't ready, but they would still let me go. You understand what I'm saying? They still would not stop me. They would still let me go. Go and bump your head. I had one time, he said, once you find out what it is you want to do, hurry up and make your first 10,000 mistakes. So damn. So that's why that's why they're not stopping me. You know what I'm saying? Because we gotta, we gotta get out this fear of failure. We gotta get out this fear of messing up. We gotta get out of that. You know what I'm saying? Because that does absolutely nothing for us. That doesn't help us at all. We got thank you. So now the text will be going out. Yeah, you go. The text will be going out on a regular basis when we got events, because the first thing, because now I got to do a write-up real quick. I got to do a write-up for that shit sound good. I got to do a write-up for the Council of Elders and shit. That sounds good. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many people get to say something like that. You know what I'm saying? But we got to do a write-up for the Council of Elders, and you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sit my ass down and do my portion, right? But the point that I'm making is there's in a sense always been here, but because of the polarizing times that we are in, a little bit more recognizable. Like change never comes when you're comfortable. And for a while, you know what I'm saying? Black folks, we have to admit, we have been made comfortable. But one of the things that Amos Wilson, and I keep going back to Amos Wilson, one of the things I hear Amos Wilson say all the time, when it comes down to a choice between me feeding their children and feeding your children, you could bet children every time. Right? And we get into a time where now people are circling their wagons, and it's time for us to start, you know what I'm saying, eliminating those that don't belong. I'm younger, I'm ready and willing. It feels like home being engaged in this community. Thank you. Family, I'm not playing. So like and share. Share with other like-minded people. We need to go and build this up. So one of the next events that's coming up real soon. Well, first, of course, y'all know February popping off. In February, we got a symbol coming to the city, right? I'm not on the planning committee, but that's family. So we're going to be having a private showing. So, but the beautiful part is we're not just going to be showing the Black Panther, right? We're not just going to be showing it. We're going to discuss the Black Panther after the movie. So I'm going to be letting y'all know when tickets are available, because I want to see, because I know almost everybody here got some young person in their life that's going to want to run and go see this movie. And what we got to start doing is taking control of the symbolism that's going on in our community. We got to start taking care of the narrative. We got to start taking control of the narrative. We could no longer allow these companies to control the narrative of our community. Period. You know what I'm saying? And Brother Hatim, what you mean take control of the narrative? Like, for example, we look in the music industry. The music industry, in a sense, has stolen the narrative of our movement, which was hip hop. You know what I'm saying? They stolen the narrative. We have allowed them, we have given them the right so they're able to shape and mold artists and allow artists to come out the way that they want the artists to come out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, as I get older, I can see this. I can see the narrative in movies and stuff. But I know how to combat the narrative. You know how to combat the narrative? Family, sit down and talk. Have a discussion. If you hear a song that your child's listening to that you don't like, ask your child about the song. Have them explain the narrative. If they're using language that's inappropriate about something, ask them, who is that person? Who is he talking about? talking about you. I mean, have the discussion. Right? So we, because sometimes our children, all we gotta do is throw a little bit of oil to get the wheels moving in their mind, family. That's what we gotta do. That's what we're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, boom. So with this Black Panther movie coming out, I want to pack the theater. I'm going to be pushing tickets like crazy. I want to pack the theater, and I want to get people up in there. Right? Male, female. I want to get people up in there first off, so we could welcome our Simba family, our Simba and our Simpson family. Second, so that we can have an intelligent conversation about a movie that may put some ideas that could change this world, especially if we guide and massage it in the direction that we want it to go. See, because they like, oh, it's just a movie, but I want you to understand what type of movie it is. It's a movie that's showing a black king who comes from a long line of black kings. A black king that's whooping ass. A black king that comes from a kingdom that's technologically advanced. You understand? See, this is the narrative that's being released. Now, I don't know what the message is going to be behind the movie, but I'm telling you, just on those three things right there, that would change your life as well as your child's life. Don't fuck with me when it comes with stories, family. I know it's early in the morning, but y'all know I'm a cusser. Now, cussing is like working out for me. I get. All right. So last night we did the show. The Lady J was on. Usually when she come on, I never make it to the because she, I let her go, and she always has some good stuff to talk about. And I like to give her to share her voice, because sometimes people need to hear more than just what this show is about. This is why I try to read all your comments. You know what I'm saying? This is why events and stuff y'all need people to know about. We could go and make that happen. That's why I might try like reading. You know what I'm saying? This is our show. You know what I'm saying? Gye-Nyame Journey group. It ain't just me. You know what I'm saying? Even though sometimes it may feel like or even seem like it's just me. For us. Because we need a voice. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not the only one that's thinking like this. And for a long time, I thought I was. And that was a very lonely place. And then, you start running to people. And you start understanding you're not the only one that's involved in this. You're not the only one that's seeing around you. It's crazy. And it's not you. That's a fucked up place to be in, family. Especially for some young people that's looking. I mean, think about this. You're looking around the world and all of the adults around you are crazy. They're doing crazy stuff. They're doing stuff that don't make no sense. I mean, you must be aware of morality and service of oppression, where Lady J is coming from. Morality and service. As a matter of fact, we're going to need to bring that elder back, so that Elder Wakesa, so we could bring some new people to that workshop. All right, so last night for day 12 for the Proverbs, friendship improves happiness and abates misery by doubling our joy and dividing our grief. We didn't even get to touch on that one. All right, just want to say that. One must try to escape from the darkness of ignorance and suffering and seek the light of enlightenment. Dalai Lama. All right. And the last one, the one that we did get a chance to discuss, instruction in youth is like engraving in stones. North Africa. So, those were the Proverbs. We didn't get a good chance to discuss a lot of them, but hey, you know what I'm saying? We had a discussion. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that's what this is for, so that we can, because I mean, that's the only way we're going to sharpen our swords, family. All right, today is Nia. Nia. speak the language. I'm gonna stop that soon because everybody gonna be on the same page pretty soon. The day is Nia. For those that don't speak the language, the demonic principle of the day is balance. The color is yellow. The hermetic law is rhythm. And we're gonna, I'm gonna do some shows on these hermetic laws. Hermetic law is rhythm. Male day is Kofi. Female is born on this day, Afua. All right. For the emotional emancipation circles, for the African emotional emancipation circle, African centered cultural virtue and value system, the principle of the day is for us is Mandu, of what you have and not envious of others. Akan ethics, justice is the word of the day. And Yoruba, Titu, endurance, family. All right. And like I said, now, activate your reticular formations. I need y'all to activate your reticular formation, and we're going to spend the day, right? We're going to spend a day together. Now, this is the challenge, family. Get your cell phones out, your notebook out, and I need you to document purpose in your community, purpose in your life, purpose in your, let's share it. You know what I'm saying? Share it on Gye-Nyame timeline because I opened it up. You can share it, and if it's crazy, I'll go back and I'll get it later. But you know what I'm saying? Share where you find purpose in our community. We are hunting. We're going to hunt it down. We're going to find it. We're going to pinpoint it, and we're going to share it within our community, within our village, within our tribe, so that people know, no matter how bleak it is, or how bleak it may seem, you will always find our floating around in our community. Particular formations, and consciously look for your principles. And the key principle you're looking for today is purpose. All right. You can also find some balance. You can find a little bit of rhythm out there. You know what I'm saying? Where's that endurance at? Because endurance is one of the words of the day. Oh man. Brother Anubis was supposed to be the word of the day. Brother Kwame says, La tabla rasa is how we were thought of by Shea Whitey. Children may have more on their slate than we can imagine, and replace it with some BS, unfortunately, right? So, you know what I'm saying? I think we come in as empty slates. We are victims of circumstances in life from our worldview. We chose to come. This means that you are an adventurous soul if you chose to come back at this time. That you came back here for a great purpose. Oh, speaking of Nia, this time. Legends. Man, you know what I'm saying? We like in the bottom of the ninth. You know what I'm saying? We like fourth quarter, 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And we got to bring it back. We ain't gonna say 2 minutes. Let's say we in the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? It's time for us to get to hustling. You know what I'm saying? So I'm basically, brother, saying that we don't come in here empty on our tablet, right? And events that happen in our life are supposed to remind us about it. The adults in our lives are supposed to remind us our tablet. We have is trauma after trauma after trauma after trauma. makes it harder for you to access your personal tablet. And I ain't talking about the tablet that you're looking at me on right now. All right, so let's go on and move it on. It's time for us to do this toast. You know what I'm saying? I get to my adventure. I ain't finished my water. Finish your water. I know I ain't the only one. Finish your water. Stop faking like you did. And once again, I must read, must be aware of morality in service of oppression. I mean, you really need to look that up. Morality in the service of oppression. Shouts out to Brother Sa. How your family doing, brother? Now, those that want to be on the contact list to let you know when we going live, 4/1875. If you want to be, if you want to know when we doing a daily toast, put your name on the list. 614-300-1875. Text me hashtag GNJ. Just that simple. Hashtag GNJ. And right now on the list, I got Brother Shamar, Elder Alona, Miss Tracy, Kwame, Vanessa, Christine, and Madonna. Out those texts. So, you know, and like I said, I'm starting to find out that these little devices ain't letting you know who's on all the time. So, you know. Almost. Got to start that day off with that water. Get your body lubricated, get it moving. Now I'm going to have to do some Gye-Nyame salutations and stuff like that. I still owe some push-ups. I got to break them down. I ain't like I used to be when I was young. I used to be able to just can't knock them out like I used to. But, hey, it's a mind state. Miss Navita, I'll be in class tonight if you want to talk then, or you can call me regarding the move. Okay, cool. Also add me. All right, cool. I got you. I don't know if I'm doing because you know one of the things is that my kids all the way up north, my kids got to be with me all the time. So, you know, on those nights when I can't get home, I do try to get home. You know what I'm saying? So, and I sometimes leave the school till about 6 o'clock. So, I don't know about that, but I will get in contact with you about that movie fundraiser because, out there, because one of the first movies we want to show for the fundraiser, y'all family, y'all ready for this? Spook, Who Sat by the Door. But I want a discussion on, oh man, that's one of my all-time favorite movies. The Spook Door. I had to go down the basement, break out some of this is a young batch of that ambrosia. We about to sample it on the show as we do this toast and get out of here, because I know a lot of us got to start our day. So I'm stepping in, but know your ancestors are being toasted. Your ancestor on the list. If you want to get your ancestor on the list, listen, very simple. 614-300-1875, right? Hashtag daily toast. A form. All you got to do is fill out the form, right? All you got to do is fill out the form. 2 forms going to be sent to you, actually. So you can fill out either one. Now, if you fill out the one that take you to the Google form, that one will be directly added onto the list. If you just fill out the list that comes to you on the link, the first link that's going to be sent to you, That's cool too. I will go back and I will backtrack. So 614-300-1875. All right. I see you, Miss Terrahasa. How you doing? How you doing, Miss Sheila? I see you keeping up. I see you keeping up with the workout, right? So now we got that ambrosia. It's time for us to toast those ancestors. I'm gonna take it easy because I'm trying to save a little bit because Kwame gave me an idea for a super ambrosia. And I'm gonna have to get you a sample, brother, because you know what I'm saying? If you start floating, I'm gonna have to cut the potency down just a little bit. Here we go. First, giving honor to the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We call on that great source, that great power. We call on the first ancestor. That's right, your first ancestor is the creator. We lift up our glass and we send praise, and I'm conscious of the energy around us, because that's a lot of our problems. Many of us are going through life, right? Being conscious means that you are awake. Being conscious means that you are aware. Being conscious means that, in a sense, you are focused. A lot of us need to really open up so that we can start receiving the information from this creator that we say we serve. And we say our shade. From there, we move to our personal ancestors. Without any further ado, that's the list, the new and the old. I want to thank everybody for sending in their ancestors. Sending out the list for those people that request the list so that you could toast them on your own. But make sure you put your ancestors at the top. When you are pouring libations in your house, you know what I'm saying? You say your ancestors first. That's really the only rules. You know what I'm saying? Say the ancestors, but say yours first, because I appreciate you toasting my ancestors. Yours first. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robin the Texana Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilley, George and William Walton, Chris and Fanny Gasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Flora, Montague Pittman L, Nomo X, Sapet Maharaj, Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Marianne Millie Dixon, Pastor Yusef Weston, Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Actor Jr., Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Daniel Pullian, the Luxor brothers, Miss Eda Brooks, Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss J. Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Mary McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Carol Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McQuay, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Randerman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Barry Beatty, Sarah Ware, Lovita Farmer, Agoso Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keechler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles, Carol, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, Rita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W.S. Sr., Dana Jones, Henry Worlds, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, or Grace. I don't know which one. I'm still waiting for that person to claim their ancestor. I don't know whether it's Leon Gross or Leon Grace. So somebody out there. Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, May Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amotet Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Delma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey and Eleanor Howe, Frank and Russell Davis, Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, and Ellis Murphy. If you have any ancestors out there that you want me to say, go and throw them out. I got you. All right, here we go. The added list from Brother Anubis, Gina Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Rosemary Charles, Andra, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., from Deshaun, Jennifer Sensenbaugh. Also got Hazel Gatson, Jerry Brantley, Watson Jr., and my son Kaneko Parsons. Aisha, Stacy Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, from Ms. Ford, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth and Paul Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Boots Jefferson, from Dr. D, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, and then we also got Jerry Doyle and Amina Robinson added to Brother Kwame's list, or added to our list. Miss CeeLo is asking this, Kwame, if you feel better. The glass is the ones we called and the ones we didn't call, and we say, all right, family, we move from there to the present moment. We spoke about the present moment. We know we are near. We activating our reticular formations so that we go out and hunt this thing down, because there's purpose in our community. We just got to find it, right? We just got to find it, hide it. So we lift up our glass. We activate those reticular formations. We get out here and we're going to start looking for it, right? We lift up our glass in this moment. This moment is our power, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move on to our future generations, our children, our children's children, on to infinity. Family, we are generational people. And I keep saying it to you. We are generational people. When we come back to the same bloodline, family. To the Rockefellers, over to another group. Ain't no turning into no rocks and no trees. In the family, you come back in your bloodline. Say this. So that means that if you leave the bloodline destroyed, if you leave the bloodline shamed, if you leave the bloodline poor, if you leave the bloodline disgraced, then that is what you're coming back for. So now, when you live in your life, I want you to realize that you're not only paving the way for your children, your own return. So go on out there and play if you want to. Out there and play if you want to. You don't escape this. Is finding Nia the same as finding Jesus? It depends on how you look at Jesus. Why you starting shit early in the morning, man? Let me finish my life. Let me finish. Oh, now CeeLo done jumped on the bandwagon. That's the question of the day. It's the same as finding Jesus. Now, because I'm going to tell you this. Some Jesus organizations, some organizations that are strong on Jesus, that have a strong purpose in our community. Matter of fact, I've seen churches building. There's some of these brothers running around in these fezzes and with the kufis and wearing the Gye-Nyame symbols and shit. I drive by a church every day that not only own their church, right? Not only have a children's ministry in their church, but they own all the land behind the church. And they own apartment buildings behind that. You know, so hey, I'm just saying. Hey, Miss Tiandra say she loved Jesus. So get off Jesus. So it's all in how you serve. My first AME Zion church does a lot of what I'm saying. So now, if you find it in there, see, Nia is not connected to a religion, because you're gonna find Nia in every religion. Now the PC is the religion serving the people? That's the question. You know what I'm saying? So now, if where you find Jesus and it's serving people, and that's what you want, hey, that's on you. Define that for you. So we lift up the glass and we finish the toast. I don't know how we got on that. Right? The toast, and we say, we say Ashe for the future generations. I won't forsake who he is to me. I have to, but if you receive, then okay, exactly. All right. That was Tiandra, and then exactly was from Christine Lowe. So it's all about how you work and who you work and where you work. Was Nia or Jesus as Sir lost? I don't get that. Sir. The question is, was Nia or Jesus lost? I don't get it. All right. I'll wait for him. He gonna rewrite it for me. We lift up the glass, right? To wherever you find Nia. Lift up the glass to the future generations. We toast our children. I mean, we toast on to infinity. We are ever lost. Was Jesus? The question is, was Nia or Jesus ever lost? Oh, that's a good question. Now I'm understanding. The question is, was Nia or Jesus lost? You know what I'm saying? And I would say no, because that was always there. It's sort of like growing. We couldn't see the forest for the trees. We were so close. We were so pent up into it. We were so surrounded by trauma that we have not been able to see some of the stuff. I mean, it's some amazing stuff around us. It's powerful, principle-driven work going on around us. All we got to do is be open. All we got to do is look for it. Because sometimes it shoots right past us. It flies right past us. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we're just not ready to receive it, right? So we lift up the glass. We lift up. So whatever. All right. So we lift up the glass to all of our relations, and we lift up our glass. You. I toast you. Each and every last one of you for taking the time and blessing us with your presence. Have a great, marvelous day. I toasted our ancestors and move out with you. I toasted our creator by whatever name you choose to call it, creator. Lift up the glass. All right. So with that, I would say Ashe. Ashe. I wish you peace, power, joy. Come on with your day. Have a great day. Have a great Nia. Find some Nia. Post some Nia up today. The world is in need of some Nia today. right? Or to be reminded about it, right? So shouts out to Brother Kwame, shouts out to CeeLo, shouts out to Miss Tiandra, shouts out to Miss Navita, shouts out to Tara Hassa, shouts out, who else popped up? To Miss Sheila Tarpey, shouts out to Sa, to Deanna Jones, shouts out to Naichi. Oh man, Naichi, man, I'm gonna need an invite to the Sundance family. Shouts out to India Sai. Peace out, family. I am out. Oh, my fault. Y'all know that you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey. I'm trying, man. Good help is so hard to find. You are listening to Gye-Nyame Journey. Of course, you know this is the Daily Toast. This is a Heart of a Simple production. Where we strive to blow up. Peace out, fam. Heart of Simple Productions. Yep. All right, let me go.